Hello friend, welcome back. Today I'm going to talk about why we should pray the Stations of the Cross and why we should care about them. Stay tuned if that interests you. So why do we have the Stations of the Cross? They commemorate the time, the Passion of Jesus, basically, starting with when Pilate condemns him to death all the way through his burial in the tomb. And they're really come from, there was stations in Jerusalem. It's tradition holds that Mary possibly, especially after Jesus' resurrection while she was living in Jerusalem, she went and visited all of these stations every single day to remember and ponder in her heart the sacrifice of Jesus, her son. Pondering in her heart is something Mary did a lot. I mean, Luke's gospel tells us that. She's not just, thinking about what's going on, she's really pondering it. And that's what tradition holds she did with the Stations of the Cross. That she followed the path that Jesus walked and meditated on what had happened to her son. And some tradition says possibly every day of her life that she lived in Jerusalem. She walked the steps of Jesus, and that's pretty awesome. It was after the legalization of Christianity, after Emperor Constantine, that the Stations of the Cross got marked officially. The 14 stations got marked on the way to Calvary, and that's pretty awesome because now you can still pray them in the actual spot and walk on the actual roads where Jesus walked. That is awesome. Someday I will go to the Holy Land and do such things. So the Stations of the Cross are giving us a way to meditate on the Passion of Jesus Christ, and that is a perfect time to do that during Lent, because Lent is all leading up to remembering your calling the Passion of Jesus Christ, his death for us. Originally, the Stations of the Cross was just something, the way of the cross just happened in Jerusalem, really. It wasn't really brought to Europe until the Franciscans brought it in the 17th century, which is a long time later. But they existed in Jerusalem, like the actual way of the cross. But in the 17th century, that is when the Franciscans brought the Stations of the Cross into Europe, and that's when we got 14 Stations of the Cross. Only 14. 14 Stations of the Cross. Well, some people try to say there's 15, but there's really only 14. And let me tell you why. In 1731, Pope Clement XII, he said that we could have Stations of the Cross in our churches, and he limited the number to 14. So yeah, there's 14 Stations of the Cross. So the way of the cross is a virtual pilgrimage to put ourselves in the places where Jesus walked, where Jesus fell, where Jesus suffered, where Jesus died. Besides all of that, Pope St. John Paul II is said to have prayed the Stations of the Cross every single day. Yeah, that's the Stations of the Cross every day. Not just every day during Lent, every single day. So the Stations of the Cross have been important in the lives of many saints, and we don't pray them enough, I don't think. We really only pull them out during Lent. I'm guilty of this too. We just pull out the stations during Lent and pray them during Lent. But it's really, the stations are meant to be prayed any time of the year. They're just especially appropriate during Lent when we remember the Passion of Jesus Christ leading up to Easter. So I will be praying the Stations of the Cross live tomorrow, Saturday at 11 a.m. Mountain Time. So I hope you'll be able to join me because I would love to pray with all of you. I will see you tomorrow for the live stream. God bless.